What's good? Welcome to Lowest Common Denominator in Boxing, or otherwise known as LCD Boxing, home of the U.S. demographic. I'm gonna keep it short tonight because I just want to touch on an interview I seen with Dillian Whyte done by Radio Raheem. Shout out to Radio Raheem for doing the interview, for trying to ask the tough questions. And shout out to the LDBC, and shout out to New Media. I support those guys too, but I rocks with the LDBC. Getting back to the video. So Radio Raheem did a little interview with Dillian Whyte, and he was trying to talk about the B sample, or the positive test, and Dillian Whyte wasn't having none of it. He was like, I can't talk about that. Radio Raheem tried to come at him again another way. He was like, nah, I can't talk about that. So then he asked him what he thought about fighting Wilder and possibly Joshua again. He was like, I like those. He said he liked those guys as people, but as fighters, he disliked them because what they did to him. He complained about being a mandatory again for so long, and truth be told, everybody know he wasn't no mandatory for 600 whatever days. That was some made shit up. And everybody know Dominic Brazil was the mandatory, and so no need to act like Deontay Wilder don't want to fight you. He said if you fight Luis Ortiz and beat him, you next. You got the shot. Well, guess what? He never did that. He ducked, dodged, and hid from Luis Ortiz. And then turn around and complain that he old. Hey man, if he's so old, go on bust his ass right fast, get that check, and move on to the next. But ain't nobody doing that. They scared of this dude. Southpaw, counterpuncher, Cuban. You know what I'm saying? Got power, put you on your ass, put you to sleep. So they scared of this dude, man. Wilder went in there twice. Didn't have to give him another shot, but man, he showed him so much love. Wanted to put some money in his pocket for real, so he can take care of his daughter, take care of his family, and gave him shot number 2. And Ortiz looked good for a little while, till he walked into that right hand and didn't know he was walking into it. Talk about a boxer being all boxed and set up. That's what happened. Beautiful setup. Matter of fact, he got set up the same way, now that I'm thinking about it, that Arthur Spilker got set up. And he got measured the same way before that straight right hand came out of the pocket right on his chin. The difference between Luis Ortiz and Arthur Spilker is he hit Spilker on the chin, he hit Ortiz on the head. If Ortiz would have caught that shot on the chin, he probably would have been in the hospital in a medically induced coma or some shit like that. They'd have been watching him before they let him out. But luckily, he took the shot on the top of the head, and hopefully he wasn't too hurt, and he can go back and take care of his daughter and fight again. Meanwhile, getting back to what Radio Raheem was saying, and Dillian Whyte was saying, Dillian Whyte was showing your boy Derek Chisora some love, and he was saying it seemed like he getting older, but he punching harder, and I have seen where Chisora is throwing a lot of heavy shots, okay, lately. So he ain't trying to outbox nobody. He's just trying to get to where he can get to and let his hands go and hit you with something big. And when he hits you and catch it, he do hurt people. So he just get tired too fast. But he also asked him about Usyk. Radio Raheem asked Dillian Whyte about Usyk and what he thought about Usyk, fighting in the heavyweight division. And he basically said, dude can't punch. You know what I'm saying? That's what he said. He can't punch. He ain't got no punch. He was with the spoon, basically a walking punching bag. Couldn't get him out of that. So, but everybody's seen that. We all know that. I was thinking the same thing. His footwork is good, but that shit gonna only work until he run into some competition, and somebody gonna put him on his ass if they don't put him out. He need to stop fucking around him, though. Unless he gonna be fighting bums for the rest of his career. Meanwhile, we still ain't got no test for the B sample. Okay, well, what's up with that? How is it that nobody talking about that except the LDBC? We the only ones talking about it. You know what I'm saying? No B sample test yet. And this dude is still fighting. Got a fight coming up. Eddie Hearns must have Eddie Hearns must have some real deep pockets, man. He's making these judges and these UCAD administrators or whoever in charge of that, he must be fattening up their pockets something. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I can only speculate, but it's a lot of fishy shit that been going on over there for so long, I wouldn't doubt it. Wouldn't put it past him. What else I wanted to talk about? Oh, shout out to the homie Fanon. Hey, thank you for the channel, brother. Thank you for teaching me things I didn't know. Thank you for the book, Civilized to Death. Hey, if y'all don't have that book and you ain't never read it, go pick this book up. I don't care if you Audible it, Kindle it, paperback it, whatever. Get the book, start reading, and it's gonna blow your mind. And like Fanon said in the live stream, we did it to ourselves, man. We did it to ourselves. The author's point of view is once you understand what he's talking about, it's like an epiphany, like, oh my God, I can see it. When I was a kid, I never liked going to the zoo. I still don't. I don't go to zoos because they're not free. They're basically in prison. They basically slaves to the people who own the zoos and run the zoos. Those animals are slaves. They gotta wait to be fed. They gotta wait to go from one pen to another. They gotta be told to go here, go there. They drug them, to test them, and check on them. They can't leave the fucking. They in prison. They in prison. Zoos is just animal prison. The animals ain't commit no crime though. They slaves. They prisoners and they slaves, man. They just ain't. They just, they working too. You might not think like, oh, well, they not working. They not making work. Yeah, they making them perform. They want them to show out. Do some things. If you don't think these people is making these animals do things, you dead ass wrong, man. So even when I was a child, I felt bad about that when I saw it as a kid. And I don't take my kids to the zoo either. You know what I'm saying? It's just, to me, I just feel like they in prison and they slaves, man. So I don't support it. I don't necessarily agree with Peter on everything, but a lot of things I do. I just really feel bad for him. I'm not gonna go there. And that's what Civilized to Death reminded me of as I started reading and looking at the author's point of view. Because if you look at it, a lot of those animals, all of the animals in there was either hunters or gatherers. Okay, they were either hunters or gatherers. So, you know what? I don't want to spoil the book for y'all. I'm gonna shut up, pick up the book, go read it, and after you read it, hey man, give a shout out to Fanon International Boxing for dropping those gems on us, man, like he always do. Thank you, Fanon. Let me be a member of your community, a member of your group. I have a lot to say, and I want to be heard sometimes. And you give me the platform to do that. Thank you for the advice on my channel. And I appreciate y'all. Shout out to the whole LDBC and everybody that be in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Trill Boxing, Blood, Blue Boy Sports TV, 78 Sports TV. Excuse me. KQKC, the Don, the OG, with those super chats. I can't do it, but you know what I mean. That's all love, man. Thank you. You know what, Fanon? You know what? I just want to tell you, if you watch the show, I'm having fun, man. I never thought this was gonna be fun. This is only my third video, and I keep them short. Don't talk about it too much till I build my platform and interact with the the people listening in the chat or in the comments. I actually am having fun with it, and thank you for putting the brother on. And what I mean by putting it on, even though we don't communicate very much, I just mean in the chats and in the live streams, you be dropping jewels, man, in the Patreon. and especially with the books, man. Keep those books coming. I'm learning a lot. I got world experience from being in the Marines, but a lot of the things you talk about, I only know a little bit about. But after I hear you talk about it, I go look them up. My eyes are open real big, man. I feel like a kid again, just absorbing everything. And I just want to say I appreciate you for that, and everybody that supported the channel, and I mean Fanai's channel, Trill's channel, 7A's channel. Keep showing the love and let us build us up. Thank you. And with that, before I leave, I would like to extend an invitation to subscribe to my channel. Please like and subscribe. Thank you. I'm out. Deuces.